Every great change in life starts in a place nobody else can see. It starts in the mind. It starts in the private conversations a person has with themselves when nobody is around. Long before success becomes visible, belief has to become personal. That is why so many people stay stuck for years. They spend too much time listening to the noise around them, and not enough time listening to the voice inside them. There are people who will always have opinions about your life. Some will tell you your dream is too big. Some will laugh when you start changing. Some will remind you of your past every chance they get. Some people only see who you used to be, not who you are becoming. And if you are not careful, those voices slowly become stronger than your own thoughts. That is where confidence begins to disappear. A person can have talent and still fail because they stop believing in themselves. A person can have opportunities and still stay in the same place because fear became louder than faith. Life changes the moment you stop asking the world for permission to improve yourself. Most people are waiting for support before they begin. They want everybody to agree with their goals. They want family members to understand their vision. They want friends to clap for them early. But life does not work that way. Many times, the beginning feels lonely. Many times, the early stages of growth happen in silence. Nobody notices your discipline at first. Nobody sees the mornings you wake up tired, but still keep going. Nobody sees the nights you sit alone thinking about your future while everybody else wastes time. But those moments matter. The strongest people are not always the loudest people. The strongest people are often the ones who learned how to control the voice in their own mind. Because every day, life tests your confidence. Every day, something happens that tries to shake your belief in yourself. A bad comment, a rejection, a delay, a mistake, a disappointment, and suddenly the mind starts talking against you. Maybe you are not good enough. Maybe you started too late. Maybe other people are smarter than you. Maybe success is for somebody else. That kind of thinking destroys more dreams than failure ever could. There are people with less talent who succeed because they refuse to quit on themselves. And there are gifted people who never reach their potential because they spend their whole life doubting every step they take. Confidence is not about acting perfect. Confidence is about trusting yourself enough to continue even when things are uncertain. Think about how many people gave up right before their life was about to change. Not because they lacked ability, not because they lacked intelligence. They gave up because the pressure became louder than their purpose. You cannot build a better future while constantly speaking against yourself. The words inside your head matter. The way you talk to yourself matters. Some people wake up every morning already defeated because their inner voice keeps reminding them about every failure they ever had. That mindset drains energy before the day even begins. A strong life starts with. That does not mean pretending life is easy. Difficult days are real. Stress is real. Bills are real. Rejection hurts. Failure hurts. Being ignored hurts. But strong people understand something important. Temporary pain does not decide permanent destiny. The world respects people who keep moving forward. There will be moments when nobody believes in you. Those moments are important because they reveal whether your belief depends on people or purpose. Anybody can feel motivated when everybody supports them. Real growth begins when you continue even without applause. Some of the greatest transformations happen quietly. A man starts waking up earlier. A woman begins taking her goals seriously. Somebody starts reading instead of wasting hours scrolling through distractions. Somebody begins working on themselves even though nobody notices yet. Small decisions repeated every day slowly create a completely different life. Success rarely starts with confidence that everybody can see. Sometimes it starts with a tired person making one good decision after another. The problem today is that too many people compare their beginning to somebody else's middle. Social media has created pressure that destroys self-worth. People see success stories every day, but they do not see the years of struggle behind them. They see the reward without seeing the sacrifice. And because of that, they start feeling behind in life. But life is not a race against strangers. Some people bloom later. Some people struggle longer before things finally begin to work. Some people need more time to heal, grow, learn, and rebuild themselves. That does not make them failures. It makes them human. Your journey cannot be measured by somebody else's timeline. There are people watching this right now who secretly feel tired of doubting themselves, tired of starting and stopping, tired of feeling motivated one day and broken the next, tired of hiding their dreams because they fear judgment. But deep down, there is still something inside them that wants more from life. That feeling matters. That small voice inside you matters more than the noise around you, because the outside world changes constantly. People's opinions change constantly. Support comes and goes. Trends change. Situations change. But if you build a strong inner foundation, you stop depending on outside validation to keep moving forward. A confident person is not somebody who never feels fear. A confident person is somebody who refuses to surrender to fear. Growth requires emotional strength. There will be days when motivation disappears, days when progress feels slow, days when your efforts seem invisible. But discipline carries people where motivation cannot. Many people wait to feel confident before taking action, but confidence is built through action. Every small promise you keep to yourself builds self-respect. Every difficult moment you survive builds inner strength. Every time you continue despite fear, your mind becomes stronger. The way you see yourself affects everything. It affects how you walk into a room. It affects how you speak. It affects your decisions. It affects the opportunities you chase. People who constantly doubt themselves stay small because they are afraid of rejection. They avoid risks. They hide their potential. They settle for less than they deserve. But once a person truly believes they can improve their life, something changes inside them. Their energy changes. Their focus changes. Their habits change. They stop waiting for rescue. They stop making excuses. They stop living like belief creates movement, and movement creates results. Nobody becomes successful by accident. Before success becomes visible in the world, it becomes believable in the mind. Every strong achievement starts with somebody deciding they will not stay where they are forever. That is why protecting your mindset is important. Not everybody deserves access to your dreams. Some people speak from their own fear, not your potential. Some people criticize because they gave up on themselves years ago. You cannot allow broken thinking from others to shape your future. Guard your mind carefully. Feed your mind with words that build strength instead of weakness. Spend time around people who challenge you to grow. Spend less time around constant negativity. The environment around you affects the direction of your life more than many people realize. And understand this clearly, you do not need to become somebody else to win in life. You do not need to fake confidence. You do not need to impress everybody. Real success begins when you become honest with yourself about the life you truly want and start working toward it consistently. There is power in believing you are capable of more. There is power in refusing to stay stuck mentally. There is power in waking up every day with the decision to keep improving no matter how slow the process feels. A person who believes in themselves becomes difficult to stop because setbacks no longer destroy them. Criticism no longer controls them. Delays no longer weaken them. They understand that growth takes time. And over time, the same people who once doubted them start wondering how they changed so much. The answer is simple. They stopped listening to the noise around them and finally started trusting the voice inside them. Life becomes dangerous when a person loses trust in themselves, not because they stop breathing, not because they stop working, but because they slowly stop believing that their effort matters. That is how people become stuck for years. They begin to expect disappointment before anything even happens. They walk into opportunities already preparing for failure. They speak about their future with hesitation. Their body is present, but their confidence is gone. And the sad part is, this does not happen overnight. Self-doubt grows quietly. It starts after a few failures, after rejection, after hearing criticism again and again, after plans fall apart, after giving your best to something and still not getting the result you hoped for. Little by little, the mind changes. A person who once had excitement starts becoming careful about everything. They stop taking chances. They stop dreaming openly. They stop trusting their own decisions. Many people are not weak because life is hard. They are weak because they have repeated negative thoughts in their mind for too many years. Every difficult season leaves a mark if you do not heal correctly. Some people carry old disappointment into every new opportunity. Somebody hurt them years ago, and now they struggle to trust people. Somebody laughed at their goals, and now they hide their ambition. Somebody failed once, and now they are afraid to begin again. The problem is not only what happened to them. The problem is that they allowed one painful moment to become the definition of their identity. You cannot grow while constantly treating yourself like a failure. Life already gives enough challenges. You cannot become another enemy in your own mind. There are people listening right now who are exhausted from fighting silent battles every day. Nobody sees it because they smile in public. They continue their routine. They answer messages. They go to work. But inside, they feel pressure all the time. Pressure to prove themselves. Pressure to figure life out. Pressure to become successful before time runs out. And every time life becomes difficult, doubt becomes louder. That is why many people quit too early. Not because they lack ability. Not because they lack intelligence. They quit because they no longer trust themselves enough to continue through hard seasons. A strong mindset becomes important during difficult moments, not easy ones. Anybody can feel positive when everything is working. Anybody can smile when money is coming in, opportunities are opening, and people are supporting them. But character is revealed when life becomes uncomfortable, when progress slows down, when things feel uncertain, when results are delayed. Those moments expose what is happening inside the mind. Some people collapse emotionally the moment life becomes hard because they built their confidence only on temporary success. The moment circumstances change, their belief disappears too. But strong people build belief differently. They understand that bad days are part of growth, not proof that they should give up. There is a difference between struggling and surrendering. Struggling means you are still fighting. Surrendering means you stopped believing change is possible. And far too many people surrender mentally before life even gives them a real chance. They speak against themselves every day without realizing the damage they are causing. I'm probably not good enough. Nothing ever works for me. I always fail. Other people are better than me. The mind listens to everything you repeat. Your thoughts shape your energy. Your energy shapes your actions. And your actions shape your future. This is why self-doubt becomes dangerous. It slowly changes behavior. A person who doubts themselves hesitates too much. They overthink every move. They wait too long. They avoid risks that could improve their life. They stay in situations that make them unhappy because fear convinces them they cannot do better. And years pass like that, not because life had no opportunities, because fear controlled their decisions. One of the hardest things in life is continuing after disappointment. Continuing after failure takes emotional strength. Continuing after betrayal takes courage. Continuing after embarrassment takes maturity. Many people never recover because they attach their identity to one painful chapter. But life is bigger than one bad season. One mistake does not erase your future. One failure does not mean your story is over. People who win in life understand something important. Difficult moments are temporary if you refuse to stop growing. Think about how many successful people looked ordinary in the beginning. Think about how many people struggled quietly before anybody noticed them. Success rarely looks impressive at first. Most growth happens when nobody's watching. The problem today is that people expect fast results for everything. Fast money, fast success, fast confidence, fast transformation. But real growth takes time. Real change requires patience. A stronger life is built decision by decision, day by day. And during that process, self-doubt tries to return again and again. It whispers things like, "You are too late. You missed your chance. You are not talented enough. You should stop trying." But those thoughts are not facts. Thoughts become dangerous when you stop questioning them. There are many people who could completely change their life if they simply stop speaking to themselves with so much negativity. Imagine waking up every day and hearing criticism from your own mind before the day even begins. That kind of thinking slowly destroys motivation. It drains energy. It creates emotional exhaustion. A person becomes stronger when they learn how to control their inner conversation. That does not mean pretending to be perfect. Real confidence is not fake positivity. Real confidence is staying committed to growth even while you still have fears, flaws, and insecurities. Strong people are not fearless people. Strong people are people who keep moving despite fear. Life rewards persistence. There will be moments where progress feels invisible, moments where you question everything, moments where you feel tired emotionally. But temporary emotions should never decide permanent decisions. Many people destroy their future during temporary frustration. They quit businesses too early. They abandon goals too early. They stop believing in themselves too early. Then years later, they wonder what could have happened if they had simply continued a little longer. The mind must be trained like anything else. If you constantly feed your mind negativity, fear grows stronger. If you constantly focus on problems, stress grows stronger. But when you begin feeding your mind discipline, hope, vision, and purpose, your thinking changes slowly over time. That is why environment matters. Some people stay surrounded by negativity every day and wonder why they feel mentally exhausted. Every conversation around them is full of excuses, complaints, gossip, and fear. After a while, that energy becomes normal to them. Protecting your mind is necessary if you want a better life. Spend time listening to things that strengthen your thinking. Read words that challenge you to improve. Spend time with people who believe growth is possible. Stay away from people who laugh at ambition because they are comfortable staying average. And understand this clearly, confidence is not built by waiting. Confidence is built by action. The moment you start doing difficult things consistently, self-respect grows naturally. You begin trusting yourself more because your actions finally match your goals. A person who keeps promises to themselves becomes mentally stronger. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Stay disciplined when emotions change. Continue learning even when every small act of discipline sends a message to your mind. I can trust myself. That kind of confidence changes because once you truly trust yourself, life stops feeling impossible. Challenges still exist, but they no longer control your emotions the same way. Fear still appears, but it no longer stops your movement. Rejection still hurts, but it no longer destroys your identity. You start realizing that strength is built through experience. And slowly, the same situations that once broke your confidence begin building your maturity instead. One day you notice something important. The problems that used to make you panic no longer have the same power over you. The opinions of negative people no longer affect you deeply. Delays no longer make you quit immediately. Why? Because your mindset became stronger. And once the mind becomes stronger, life changes differently. A person with belief can survive difficult seasons longer than a person with talent but no confidence. Skill matters, intelligence matters, but belief keeps people moving when circumstances become painful. Never underestimate. Somebody listening right now is closer to change than they realize. But if they continue doubting themselves every time life becomes difficult, they will never reach the version of themselves they are capable of becoming. The future belongs to people who keep going despite uncertainty. The future belongs to people who refuse to surrender mentally. The future belongs to people who decide that hard seasons will train them instead of destroying them. And everything begins the moment you stop treating every difficult moment as proof that you should give up on yourself. Most people misunderstand what winning really looks like. They think winners wake up every morning feeling confident, fearless, and completely certain about everything. They imagine successful people always knowing exactly what to do, but real life does not work that way. Long before people succeed publicly, they first learn how to think differently privately. That is the real difference. Winners do not wait for perfect conditions before they believe in themselves. They do not wait until they have all the money, all the answers, or all support. Their mindset changes first. Their habits change first. Their standards change first. And because of that, their future eventually changes too. A person can live in the same city, wake up at the same time, and have the same opportunities as everyone else, but still create a completely different life, simply because they think differently. The average person spends most of their time reacting to life. Winners spend most of their time preparing for life. That mindset changes everything. Many people wake up already focused on problems. They immediately think about stress, bills, pressure, failure, and everything that could go wrong. Their energy becomes heavy before the day even starts. Then they wonder why they feel stuck all the time. Your thinking shapes your direction. If a person constantly expects disappointment, they stop giving their full effort. They hesitate. They hold back. They stop trusting the process. Eventually, they begin creating the exact life they feared because their mindset weakened their actions. Winners understand something important. The mind must be trained before success can be maintained. Anybody can become motivated for one day. Anybody can feel excited after watching a video or hearing a speech. But temporary motivation does not create long-term results. A strong mindset is built through repetition, through discipline, through learning how to think clearly during difficult moments. And difficult moments always come. There are mornings when you wake up tired, days when nothing seems to work, weeks where progress feels, moments where people doubt your vision, moments where you question yourself quietly. Those are the moments that separate people. Some people allow temporary frustration to destroy long-term goals. Other people continue moving even while they feel uncertain inside. That is why winners often look ordinary in the beginning. Their success starts internally before it becomes visible externally. A winner thinks differently long before anybody notices results. They understand that growth takes time. The world today has trained people to expect instant success, instant money, instant attention, instant recognition. People want results without emotional endurance. But the truth is simple. Real success usually takes longer than most people expect. That is why patience has become rare. Many people quit because they do not see immediate progress. They start going to the gym for 2 weeks and expect a different body immediately. They start a business for a few months and expect financial freedom immediately. They work on personal growth for a short time and expect complete confidence overnight. But life rewards consistency, not impatience. Winners understand this deeply. They know that every small, disciplined action matters, even when there are no immediate rewards. They know that repeated effort compounds over time. They trust the process long enough for results to finally appear. And that level of thinking separates successful people from distracted people. Most people are controlled by emotion. Winners are guided by purpose. When emotions change, average people stop working. When motivation disappears, they quit. When life becomes uncomfortable, they retreat back into old habits. But people who succeed learn how to continue even when they do not feel excited. That is real maturity. Somebody who only works when they feel motivated will never build something meaningful. Feelings change too often. Discipline creates stability. Think about how many dreams disappear because people could not stay focused long enough. Not because they lacked potential. Not because they lacked intelligence. They simply became distracted by comfort, fear, comparison, or impatience. Winners think differently about discomfort. Average people avoid discomfort. Winners understand discomfort is part of growth. Every improvement in life requires temporary struggle. Better health requires discipline. Better finances require sacrifice. Better confidence requires stepping outside familiar habits. Better relationships require maturity and communication. Nothing meaningful grows without effort. But many people want change while still protecting every comfortable habit they have. That is impossible. A stronger future requires a stronger version of yourself. And becoming stronger, winners stop blaming everything around them for their situation. They stop wasting years complaining about unfairness. They stop waiting for perfect opportunities. They focus on what they can control. That mindset creates power, because when a person accepts responsibility for their growth, their life begins changing immediately. They stop acting like victims of circumstance. They stop expecting rescue. They stop believing somebody else will build their future for them. Responsibility builds confidence. Every time you take ownership of your choices, your standards rise. Every time you discipline your mind instead of following every emotion, your self-respect increases. Every time you continue through difficult moments, mental toughness grows stronger. Winners are not always the smartest people in the room. Many times, they are simply the most consistent. Consistency is powerful because most people cannot maintain it. Most people become excited quickly and discouraged quickly. They start fast and stop fast. They chase short-term pleasure instead of long-term growth. But people who succeed think beyond temporary feelings. They understand that one disciplined year can completely change a life. Imagine the difference between two people starting at the same place. One person spends every evening distracted, complaining, avoiding responsibility, and doubting themselves. The other person spends every evening learning, improving, staying disciplined, and protecting their mindset. At first, the difference seems small, but months later, their lives begin separating dramatically. One grows stronger mentally. One becomes more frustrated emotionally. That is the power of daily thinking. Winners also think differently. Most people see failure as proof they should stop. Winners see failure as information. They understand mistakes are part of growth. They do not allow embarrassment to destroy their identity. They learn, adjust, improve, and continue. That mindset keeps them moving while others remain stuck. The fear of failure traps more people than failure itself ever could. Too many people spend years overthinking because they are terrified of making mistakes. They wait for certainty before taking action. They want guarantees before making decisions. But confidence is not built by avoiding risk. Confidence is built by facing uncertainty repeatedly until fear loses control over your mind. Every successful person has moments they felt unprepared, but they moved anyway. That is what separates people who dream from people who grow. Winners also protect their focus carefully. They understand attention is valuable. They avoid wasting all their energy on distractions that do not improve their future. They choose their environment intentionally because they know negative environments slowly weaken ambition. Some people spend years around negativity and wonder why they feel mentally exhausted. Every conversation becomes about gossip, excuses, complaining, or fear. After enough time, that mindset becomes normal. Winners refuse to stay in environments that constantly drain their vision. They feed their mind different. They read things that challenge them. They listen to words that strengthen discipline. They spend time around people who inspire growth. They become selective about what influences their thinking. Because they understand something powerful, the quality of your thinking shapes the quality of your life. A person who constantly thinks small eventually lives small. A person who trains themselves to think with belief, discipline, and purpose slowly creates a different future. And this does not happen through luck. It happens through repetition. The strongest people are not always naturally gifted people. Often they are simply people who refuse to quit during difficult seasons. They kept improving while others kept making excuses. They stayed patient while others became frustrated. They stayed focused while others became distracted. That consistency, somebody listening right now needs to understand this clearly. You do not need permission to improve your life. You do not need everybody around you to understand your goals. You do not need perfect confidence before taking action. You simply need the decision to continue growing. That decision, because once the mind changes, actions begin changing too. Once actions change, once habits improve, life begins moving in a different direction. Winning begins internally long before it becomes visible externally. And the people who succeed in life understand this better than anyone else. They learn how to believe before results appear. They learn how to stay focused during difficult seasons. They learn how to continue despite fear. They learn how to think with purpose instead of panic. That is why winners think differently before they ever succeed. Confidence changes everything about a person. It changes the way you walk into a room. It changes the way you speak to people. It changes the way you handle pressure. It changes the way you respond to problems. Even your energy feels different when you truly believe in yourself. People can feel it without you saying a word. A person who believes in themselves carries a different presence, not because they think they are better than others, not because they are loud or arrogant. Real confidence is calm. Real confidence does not need attention every second. It comes from knowing who you are and trusting your ability to keep growing. Many people spend years trying to improve their life externally while ignoring what is happening internally. They focus only on money, appearance, status, or validation. But if confidence is broken inside, success outside never feels complete. That is why some people achieve things and still feel empty. They never fix the way they see themselves. Confidence is deeply connected to identity. If a person constantly feels unworthy inside, they begin sabotaging opportunities without realizing it. They settle for less. They stay silent when they should speak. They avoid taking chances that could improve their future. They accept treatment they do not deserve because deep down they believe that is all they are worth. The way you see yourself affects every part of your life. A person with low confidence often apologizes for existing. They overthink simple conversations. They replay mistakes in their mind constantly. They fear judgment all the time. Even small criticism feels heavy because internally they already doubt themselves. And the painful part is many people live like this for years. Not because they are weak, because life slowly convinced them they were not enough. Maybe somebody constantly criticized them growing. Maybe they experienced failure. Maybe they spent years comparing themselves to others. Maybe rejection damaged the way they viewed themselves. Over time, those experiences. That is why confidence is not just about motivation. Confidence is emotional healing mixed with daily discipline. It is learning how to rebuild trust in yourself after life has disappointed you and rebuilding confidence. Some people think confidence appears instantly. It does not. Real confidence grows slowly through repeated action. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, confidence increases. Every time you do something difficult, instead of avoiding it, self-respect grows stronger. Every time you continue despite fear, your identity changes little by little. Confidence is built through evidence. That is why disciplined people often become more confident over time. Their actions prove to themselves that they are capable. They stop depending completely on outside approval because they already trust their own effort. A person works differently too. When somebody believes in themselves, they stop needing constant reminders to take action. They stop waiting for perfect moods before being productive. They understand that results come from consistency, not emotion. Many people waste years waiting to feel ready, but confidence usually appears after action. The person who starts despite fear eventually becomes stronger than the person who waits forever trying to eliminate fear completely. Fear is normal. Doubt is normal. Nervousness is normal. The problem begins when a person with confidence still feels pressure sometimes. They still experience uncertainty, but they refuse to let those emotions stop their growth. They understand that discomfort is temporary, but regret can last for years. There are people listening right now who know exactly what they want from life, but fear keeps them frozen. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of being rejected. So instead of chasing the life they truly want, they slowly shrink themselves to fit inside their comfort zone. That is one of the saddest ways to live, because comfort can quietly destroy potential. A person who never challenges themselves eventually loses belief in their own ability. The mind becomes weaker when it constantly avoids difficulty. That is why growth requires courage, and courage is not about never feeling afraid. Courage is choosing to move forward even while fear exists. Confidence changes the way you speak as well. People who doubt themselves often speak with hesitation. They hide their opinions. They speak softly about their dreams because they are afraid somebody will laugh at them. They constantly seek reassurance before making decisions. But when belief grows inside a person, communication changes naturally. Their voice becomes clearer. Their words become stronger. Not because they became fake or loud, but because certainty replaced insecurity. And people notice that change immediately. The workplace changes, relationships change, when goals change, when a person who trusts themselves starts aiming higher in life, because they stop assuming failure before they even begin. This is why mindset matters so much. Your life follows the direction of your thinking. If you constantly believe you are weak, your actions will reflect weakness. If you constantly believe you are incapable, your behavior will reflect hesitation. But if you slowly train yourself to think with discipline, belief, and responsibility, your behavior begins changing too. And behavior repeated long enough, many people underestimate how much confidence affects opportunities. Employers notice confidence. Business partners notice confidence. Relationships are affected by confidence. Even the way strangers respond to you changes when your energy changes. People are naturally drawn towards certainty, not fake perfection, not arrogance. Real certainty, the kind of certainty that comes from somebody who has survived difficult seasons and still kept moving forward. That kind of confidence cannot be copied easily because it was built through experience. Every difficult moment you survive builds strength if you learn from it correctly. Some people allow hard experiences to break them permanently. Other people allow hard experiences to mature them deeply. The difference is mindset. A confident person does not see every setback as proof they should quit. They see challenges as part of growth. They stop expecting life to feel easy all the time. Instead, they focus on becoming mentally stronger. You begin working differently. You begin speaking differently. You begin carrying yourself differently. You begin thinking differently. Not because because you finally started believing you are capable of more.